What if I told you that the greatest fighters of all time didn't triumph in war with swords or troops? They triumphed by becoming experts at one thing: their emotions. Today, most people are controlled by their feelings. Anger dictates their words. Fear dictates their decisions. Sadness dictates their identity. And they wonder why life is a mess, why they have no control, why peace is a stranger. But the Stoics, those ancient masters of the mind, knew a secret we've all forgotten. You can't control your life until you can control your emotions. Marcus Aurelius, who was emperor of Rome, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That wasn't philosophy. That was war strategy. He reigned through plagues, wars, betrayal, yet never allowed emotion to govern him. Because the Stoic warrior knows this: when you are in charge of your emotions, you are in charge of your life. So let's begin here. How many times have you given away your power? Someone makes a snide remark about you. You blow up. Plans get altered. You lose it. You feel scared. You become unavailable. It is not the incident that shatters you. It is how you respond to it. Epictetus was blunt. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Repeat that. Your peace doesn't vanish due to what someone did. It vanishes because you gave it away, and that is the first law of emotional control. Your emotions are yours to own. It is harsh because it means you can no longer blame others. You can't say, "They upset me," or "She ruined my day." You handed it over to them. But here is the elegance in that fact. If you gave it away, you can reclaim it. The Stoics taught that feelings are not enemies to be eliminated. They are indicators, information. Anger indicates that you need to work on your boundaries. Fear indicates that you need to muster your courage. Sadness indicates that you need to move on from your attachments. The issue isn't feeling, it is being a servant to those emotions. When anger talks, most comply. When fear is whispered, they withdraw. When sorrow is hanging around, they surrender. But the Stoic hears, is educated, and leads. Because self-control doesn't equate to feeling nothing. It equates to feeling everything, but reacting with wisdom, not emotion. Seneca once wrote, "He who angers you conquers you." That is to say, every time you respond without thinking, you lose a little of yourself. But each time you keep your cool under fire, you acquire strength that others can't reach. Consider this. Imagine if you could go through conflict without anger, through turmoil without fear, through failure without desperation. That is what it means to live like a Stoic warrior. Not chill, not emotionless, but centered, grounded, untouchable. And here is where most people get stuck. They think emotional mastery is about crushing emotions. It is not. It is about transmuting them. A Stoic does not bury feeling, he shapes it into strength. Fear becomes intent, anger becomes action, grief becomes clarity, pain becomes purpose. It is not simple, it is training. That is why Marcus Aurelius started each day with preparation. He wrote, "Today I shall meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant." He wasn't grumbling, he was preparing. He trained his mind to anticipate resistance so nothing could catch him off guard. You see, control starts before emotion arises. If you wait until you are angry to practice being calm, you've already lost. If you wait until you are scared to practice courage, it is too late. Emotional control is constructed in the quiet times through reflection, awareness, and practice. The Stoics referred to it as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. They visualized every conceivable challenge in advance, so when it came, they were prepared. No drama, just calm, precise response. And here your training starts. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, don't reach for your phone, don't check the noise. Sit, breathe. Remind yourself, I am in control of my emotions. The world can shake, but I will not. That is your armor. That is your weapon, because once your emotions are grounded, your actions become unstoppable. So here is your first practice. When something goes wrong, pause. When someone insults you, breathe. When plans fail, smile. And I ask one question: is this within my control? If yes, act with strength. If no, let it go completely. The Stoic warrior doesn't expend energy battling what he can't control. He conserves his energy for what he can, his state, his actions, his decisions. And when you master that, the world no longer controls you. Because emotional mastery isn't about being calm once. It is about getting so focused that chaos has no entry. Today, you get to choose live as a slave to emotion or stand as its master. And if you are still here, I already know which one you'll be. This is the Stoic warrior's way: strong, silent, steady, peaceful, regardless of the storm. Write it in the comments: I control my emotions. Because saying it once is a start, but experiencing it every day, that is transformation. Each emotion that you experience is energy, and energy, when controlled, is power. The Stoics did not battle emotion, they channeled it. When anger arose, they made it discipline. When fear arose, they made it concentration. When suffering arose, they made it build character for the soul. Marcus Aurelius governed an empire in turbulence, plague, treachery, loss, and he never lost himself. He wrote, "If you are troubled by anything outside yourself, the hurt is not due to the thing itself, but to your appraisal of it." That is the code. It is not what happens to you. It is what you tell yourself about what happens to you. So change the story and you change the feeling. You can't always pick the event, but you can always pick the meaning. When someone disrespects you, don't respond, reflect, ask, what lesson is hidden here? Because each feeling conceals a message. Anger, guard your peace. Fear, prepare better. Sadness, let go of what you've lost. Use them, don't worship them. Epictetus taught his pupils. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. So stop being mastered, allow the insult to fall, allow the noise to pass. Your silence will be louder than any response. The Stoic warrior abides by one maxim: respond, never react. Reaction is weakness, response is power. Each time you hesitate before you speak, breathe before you judge, think before you act, you hone your edge. Control is not a matter of suppression, it is a matter of awareness. So train your awareness. When passion strikes, don't get swept away. Witness it. Tell yourself, this feeling is not me. It is just passing weather. Storms pass. So will this, and when the storm passes, what remains is strength. This is the path of the Stoic warrior, serene, centered, unassailable. He is passionate, yet never loses his sense of direction. He doesn't pursue dominion over the world. He gains mastery over himself. For once you govern your passions, nothing else can govern you. So tomorrow, when life challenges you, don't flee, don't respond. Stand tall, smile, and recall you are the storm, not its victim. Write this in the comments: I am calm, I am in control. And mean it, because from this day on you are.